Alright, new patches here. Let's delve into new content. Siren's Isle.
Any new stories?
With each passing day, more of my people awaken within the stone vault. Many of them have embraced their old designations. This is not a path I wish to forge. For some, traditions are hard to forget and abandon. I pass no judgment. Many others have embraced a new path. Like me. For the first time in earthen memory, we have no edicts and the whole world of Azeroth is ours to explore. Many have set off to walk new lands and meet the people and cultures of our world. If you have not met an awakened earthen out exploring Azeroth, I suspect you will soon. Dawn offers you a smile.
May Azeroth guide your path.
Greetings, Vexahliachan. Are you here to answer the Siren Isle's call to adventure? Recently, a goblin salvage team discovered an isle with a strange singing crystal at its center. Like the goblins, the Azerite of Hallowfall have taken a keen interest in this crystal. As have we. We've been preparing an expedition to the isle. Most of the expedition has gone ahead, but the goblins' last vessel is set to leave momentarily. If you hurry, you can catch them before they leave and join us.
Journey onward.
It's thanks to you and the Bronzebeard's heroism that I get to answer that question. I am Dawn, the first earthen to emerge from the awakening machine as an awakened earthen. Now, as an directive less earthen, I have limitless choices. And no shortage of indecision. I've guided many awakened to figuring out their story, and yet I haven't spent the time to figuring out my own. But, helping other awakened is a path of its own. Still, perhaps it may be time for me to stop helping others for now and make a choice for myself. And embark on a new journey. The city is full of interesting stories of late.
Take time to absorb the mundane.
Hey, welcome aboard! The Earthen and the Arathi are on the island already. We gotta catch up. You on the clock? Break time's over.
Ah, so you're the one Don convinced to join us, eh? Well, hurry up. They've been adamant about getting us a proper Storm Rider Ranger whatever escort out of the city, but it's talking too long. The RV and other earthen are already on the isle and Ricket is probably wondering where the heck we are. Come on. I can give you the deets on the way.
The boss is watching. No slacking.
The Siren Isle is a mystery. A potentially profitable one. My crew thought they hit it big when they found a deserted island with some strange, singing crystal. Turns out, everyone in Dornogal is interested in unclaimed strange singing crystals. Both the RV and Earthen scrambled quick and were off before we could even charter a Zeppelin. Fortunately for us, Ricket and crew have gone ahead to set up. We're the last to depart, and I'm itching to go. What are we waiting on?
Back to work. See? We're late to the party. Meet me below and watch your step.
I hear you. We'll get it done.
What's the job?
We made it safe and sound. Rickett says the whole camp's still buzzing about the crystal. Seems like everyone's got different ideas on how to go about figuring out what to do with it. They didn't like Rickett and I's way, but you might be better at diplomacy. You want to get involved?
The boss is watching.
See, Rickett offered to dig it up, but the RV expedition lady didn't seem too keen on that. Gave ER an earful. Could hear it from the airship. Yeesh. Argus, the Earth Inordinate. Whatever that means. Proposed scanning the crystal to help us understand it better. I don't need to understand it. All I need's my cut. But I'm fine laying low and doing what they want. Go talk to Argus at the Earthen camp. See how they're coming along and if we can help.
No slack. The competition's hard at work. You should say hello to the neighbors, real friendly like.
Are you here to lend a hand? Admirable. Perhaps we can all work together. My programming is expanded to exploration and conversation. May your work serve others. Forge your own path. Fortify your armor. Fortify your will.
In order to understand the singing crystal at the heart of the island, we will need some special machinery. We have forged a device to scan its exposed facets, but the crystal's energies are far too complex to read. It has a highly unusual energy signature. The goblins and RV seem keen to contribute, so let us proceed with their help. Take my toolbox and retrieve the prototype and the components the RV and goblins have prepared.
We Earthen are here to study the crystal. The goblins and the Arathi. We are still processing how to collaborate.
Interpreting a massive crystal's energy is a specialized process. Maybe the Arathi learned something from Beladar.
Hey, how you doing tonight? Yeah, that's alright. I just started streaming. I'll be on for a while. But yeah, I know there's a big time difference. Yeah, I finished that earlier today. It should still be in the VOD and it'll be on YouTube.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
I have spent most my adult years among the Sacredites studying the properties of the radiant remnants. Small, crystalline fragments found in Hallowfall. Beyond the walls of the priory, I had seen or experienced very little. I was nervous to embark on the Star Chaser from the Isle of Dorn, but I am glad I did. For the first time in ages, I feel inspired and enlightened. Maybe it's the rhythm of Lorndal's song, or maybe it's just the salty air.
Walk in the light.
My sacred crystals could help harmonize your readings, but you'll need more power.
What do you need? Batteries? These puppies should keep the scanner juiced up. You're good to go.
How can my hammer serve? May your work serve others. Task complete. Now we can use the crystal's signature to track its facets. Conversation initiated.
Normally, our technology is quite capable when it comes to crystals and the energies found within them. But the energies found here are anomalous and don't synchronize with our technology.
Forge your own path.
Skepticism, disengaged. It would seem the radiant remnants from Hallowfall harmonize perfectly with the energies found here, giving us a proper signature to latch onto. The goblins' batteries are more than we need, but they appear to be doing the job effectively. We're almost ready for the field test.
Fortify your armor. Fortify your will. Conversation terminated.
Intriguing. These radiant remnants from the Arthi seem to have given our device the necessary focus it needed. All that remains is to attune it properly to its size. In order to attune to the signal, we'll need to set up some pylons around the site. There is testing to initiate, Vexahliachan. Follow me if you would like to assist me.
Fortify. I'll set some metal pylons to focus the signal. Meet me over the hill. And that part goes over there.
This singing crystal is remarkably like Beladaha. We should treat it with reverence.
Signal augmented. One more reading should calibrate the device. That's it. Its energies are beyond my capacity to process. The crystal extends far beneath the surface. Are you here to help the awakened?
Fascinating. The pylon's attunement indicates this crystal is far larger than this facet would suggest. According to the complexity of the signature, it appears to stretch for miles beneath our feet and... Wait, what is this? A second signature appears to be originating from over the hill? Curious indeed.
Conversation terminated.
An unexpected development. The energy signature appears to have a secondary source. And it is just north of Harrell. Curiosity activated. Judging from the estimated size of the crystal, I theorize it might be a secondary exposed facet. Further investigation is required. Follow me.
May your work serve other. Intriguing. I'm detecting a secondary reading from the north. This requires more investigation. Conversation initiated.
It would seem we are not alone on this island after all, Vexahliachan. Vargas glances down at the dead Reichel next to him and shakes his head with a frown. To initiate violence before diplomatic engagement. An illogical provocation that yielded unfortunate consequences.
Forge your own path.
Unless it is a convergence of coincidence, whoever these large outlanders are, they appear to also be interested in the crystal signal. And the location of its origin. We Earthen do not often take stock in coincidences. Engage your defense protocols, Vexahliachan. These outlanders are not hospitable like your people.
May the signals coming from that cave. It seems like we're not the only ones to take interest in it. We need to get in there. Fascinating. The energy is focused through that tablet. How can my hammer serve?
Argus looks around the crumbled ruins in the cave. The crystals on that tablet. If those small crystals are the source of the new energy signature, then why do they give off a stronger reading than the larger facet on the surface? There is something else here we are missing.
Forge your own path.
These ruins are quite old. Well, old by most Outlanders' standards. Which begs the question, was finding this chamber the unfriendly Outlanders' directive, or was it finding the tablet? One clue is that my readings suggest energy is flowing through the tablet as a conduit rather than originating from it. Shall we take a closer look? Perhaps investigation will yield some answers. And the source of the energy readings.
Conversation terminated. Analyzing. This tablet's markings seem familiar. Remarkable. The signal's energy surrounds this structure. How deep does this go?
I require a
Echoes
target.
of the past. This structure clearly has a history.
The relief depicts a large chamber with a gathering of humanoid figures, the tallest of which holds her fist aloft. A small embedded gold sliver glimmers from her finger. In the center of the cavern, jutting up from the floor, sits a massive crystalline facet. The cavern grew, by tools and hands, a cradle for heart to rest, from stones, to shrine, the Sturm been laid. For Hymesel's voice, once fierce, had calmed. Though Sir spoke to heart, its voice was faint, a whisper barely heard. And so, with iron hands, I carved, I forged. A circlet, born of radiant ore, fit for the hand of Circe. A ring adorned with smaller shards of heart. Remnants, smoothed and carved, with runes of storm, citrines lit, their faces aglow with soft song. Through the circlet, together, Circe and Hymesel sang.
The signal is getting stronger. It's coming from that chamber.
A relief depicts a bearded, metallic figure holding a stone tablet and a chisel. Beneath his feet, an image of a chamber with a crystal facet. Above him stands a towering structure. This monolith is carved in a different hand than the others. Noble yard fur, with loyalty and wisdom seared into iron hide. First carver of the Sturmbin, advisor to Circe and protector of Hymesol. From stone, our temple shaped, its guardians wrought with life through runes of old. Tempered and nurtured, our bond with Hymesel grew and her call sang. From his hand and her voice, the Sturmbin found their call. Few outside the Sturmbin know the craft of runic binding, the art of stone carving. To bind the storms of north into the stones of earth was a craft rarely mastered. Wrought by runes and wool, his guardians of stone rose to stand vigil within. Though few learned his secrets, many would face his creations. Through Hymisel's song, Yard first designs would flourish. As carved by Valwen, apprentice ward of the stone carver. This tablet depicts a great battle between humanoid, metallic figures and serpentine creatures emerging from the sea. Although the metallic figures are outnumbered, winged humanoids and stone guardians appear to fight at their side. The largest of the metallic figures gestures with a golden sliver embedded finger, while above her soars a winged creature. Its head hit sand, its black blood sprayed, Circe's blade shone bright. From darkened depths, a presence stirred. Over wail and pain, she cried. Hear us, O heart. Upon this land, we Sturmwind stand, to hold back a tide of woe. Guide us with your song, your heart, and make your pain our own. As she called, across sea and sky, they rose, a tide of scales in numbers never met. As serpents died, and horrors fell, Ironhide, with blood, was slick. The rumbling skies cracked, Thrair's fury tore through endless scales. By hand, from earth, rose guards of stone, against the tide they crashed. On golden wings, from high above, her plea was heard, a heaven's gift, they brought. And yet, the tide ensued. With numbers few, a final song rang out. While Circe clashed, as Thrair shrieked, her clan skin fell to scales. The stone guards cracked, as rebels split, dragged to the waters deep. From the skies they fell, the gold ones screamed, their wings and spears torn asunder. With heavy soul, Circe looked upon her kin and called, retreat, to the vault. Protect our heart. As those yet lived obeyed, Circe stood upon our shores, and faced the darkness alone. The monolith depicts a vast stone tower collapsing into a massive wave. In the shadow of the wave, a faint figure can be seen. Beneath the tower, in an underground chamber, humanoid figures take shelter before a glittering gold facet. For generations past, our purpose held, the luminous heart at ease. When land seized and heaved, the skies flashed in noxious green. Our bastion cracked, as towers fell, and waters black encroached. In vault beneath, we Sturmwind prayed, Circe's hand upon her heart. But when tremors grew, its cries rang out, Hymisel's squall renewed. When silence fell, the cries still pained, our stone-ruined doors unsealed. As Circe strode forth, our bastion ruined, surrounded by waters new. Upon our shores, a dark thing stood, its words in our minds, it spoke. The deep one stirs, this place calls out, his right to claim is nigh. Kneel before the old one's gifts, their powers yours combined. A single slab of stone embedded with crystalline fragments, the ancient tablet is decorated with intricately carved images and runic letters. A relief depicts a stoic, metal-skinned figure. Upon her shoulders sits a majestic winged creature with sparkling, cabochon-cut crystals set as its eyes. The pair are staring upon a massive crystalline facet. As broken tools were cast aside, we found beneath the ground. For months we heard, and for months we searched. A golden crystal, encased by stone, its glow like a torch in the dark. Upon its face, Circe's hand was pressed, a sound, a cry. But not of pain or plea of help, but of calm, of grace. Hymasol, the luminous heart. Its radiance and face, as if carved by unseen hands. Many stones, I have carved. My iron hands, my tools, but the splendor of Hymasol has opened my eyes. New designs, patterns, and structures. My mind is...
What's this? An ancient shrine. Another crystal facet. And the gleam of something promising.
By the forge, this is. Argus stares wide-eyed in wonder at the gleaming crystal, struggling to find words. After a moment, he nods. This is most certainly the source of the second signature, though the energies here appear to have fused with the original. It's almost like it wanted us to find this place.
Fortify your armor. Fortify your will.
This vault, this crystal. Who made this place? Who lived here? And who is the Circe we keep seeing mentioned on the tablets? When we set off to learn about the crystal, I did not anticipate discovering the remnants of an ancient civilization far beneath the earth. Argus ruffles his wiry mustache before glancing at you. This bears closer examination, don't you think?
May your work, sir. This bears closer examination. After you. See what you can find. By the Titans, an ancient construct.
Oh, this is definitely giving Lord of the Rings vibe. One ring to rule them all, and in the darkness find peace.
This is more of an adventure than even I desired. We should get this artifact back to the workshop for examination. Conversation terminated.
We burn brightly together.
What are you making? You seem... inspired.
This morning, the Siren crystals sang a reverent hymn to me. A restorative anthem from a bygone age.
That sounds like the kind of inspiration we'd receive from Belladar.
Yes, its music soothed me. Now I'm crafting more healing crystals. They'll bring solace to our empire.
Excellent. That's the kind of support we'll need to bolster our troops. We could strengthen our defenses.
I didn't hear a call to battle. I had a hymn of healing. I don't want to go to war again. I want to go home. We're closer to our homelands than ever before.
We're not going to war. It's coming to us. When the others seize that crystal, we'll need more guards.
You need to trust the Earthen and the Goblins. They are not our enemies. We need to work together.
That's the difference between you and me. You build, I protect. And mark my words, we will need that protection.
Are you here to help the Awakened? Fortify your armor. Fortify your will. Forge your own path.
More queries and very few answers. Fortunately, the device was able to gather some data from the energy readings. It will take time to process, but we will soon have a better understanding of this Siren crystal. In the meantime, let's take a closer look at that ring and citron shard you found. Angerlaw here will be able to help.
May your work serve others.
Something new to trade? Every sail tells a story.
The cracked citron you found seems to be a perfect fit for one of the sockets found in the ring, yet. As Angerlaw sockets the shard into the ring, the citron wiggles loose and pops out. The ring appears to be rejecting the piece. If we can repair the citron and stabilize the energy within the shard, perhaps the ring will accept it. Since you've been so helpful with Bargus, care to lend another hand?
The crystal you found is cracked. Let's restore it in the forge. Find me something memorable.
Task complete. I can hear it singing. It's ready for the artifact.
Every sail tells a story.
Angerlaw holds the glowing citron in her hand before holding it out to you. That seemed to do the trick. I've never felt such energy radiate from such a small crystal before. The runes engraved on it are quite ancient and very powerful.
Transaction complete.
Angerlaw peers at you from over her spectacles with excitement. Can you hear it, Vexahliachan? This small, humble citron is calling out to the circlet, just as the Siren crystal called out to you and to all of us. I am uncertain what will happen when you reunify them, but there's only one way to find out. Place the circlet upon your finger and socket the citron into the setting.
Find the crystal is calling to the ring. Can you feel it, champion? The artifact has awakened. Show me what you found. Treasures from far and wide.
I can feel it from here, radiating. Thrumming with a long dormant power. Who carved these small little citrines? Why do they appear to fit perfectly into the circlet yet? They were found separated. Oh, how I wish I had seen what you and Vargas had found within the vault.
Find me some.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to
Angela
blast
takes your
open.
hand in hers and examines the
This
crystal-embedded
kaboom oughta
circlet
be
closely.
good.
Can you feel the energy humming through it?
Say, what do you
Vexahliachan?
think washed down that drain?
The circlet feels
Maybe it's treasure.
awake.
Or maybe
Perhaps
it's
more
monsters.
secrets lie around
And
the isle,
maybe those
waiting for you to
monsters have
uncover them.
treasure.
Dawn encouraged us to explore and learn about this isle, but I've got my work cut out for me here. Why don't you see what other secrets you can find?
Every... Please, tell me of your travels.
These bloodwake Vrygel have no regard for us or our research. Even when we tried to share our discoveries with them, we were attacked. They do not care that we mean the Isle no harm. They want us to leave. But we cannot leave now. There is so much more to discover. Someone must show them that we're not going to go just yet and that they should leave us alone. We need to show them we will fight back.
Hurry, on to your next adventure.
The attacking Vrygel harness salt and brine elementals, turning them against their foes. To counter their assault, we can harness them as well. Use this rock reviver to unleash the elementals residing within nearby stones, transforming them into powerful allies. With their help, we can defeat this Vrygel threat.
Come back with new experiences.
Game on table look like fun. But Skagit no want Jack to play. Maybe you can? Sneak in and put a bet down. We see who wins.
Beladar shift in your favor.
A veritable menagerie of dangerous creatures have attacked us since we set up our encampment. While my troops can manage most threats, some of the more powerful creatures may require your expertise. Scour the island and eliminate any powerful entities that might jeopardize our operations here.
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle! Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves.
Imagine having the chance to accompany Sky Captain Elena Lanscat on such a great adventure. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. But if I'm going to write a book about this journey, I need to gather some historical information about this island. Perhaps you could collect any notes or documents that you find. Anything might be useful and tell us about the history of this place.
Walk in the light.
know I'll buy you when I see one. Oh, you drive a hard bargain.
Interesting.
Well done! An exemplary display. The cave is open. Troops, deploy!
Your path led to me.
I went to investigate a cave nearby, and I came across some bloodwake Brykel that were conjuring something that activated my threat mitigation protocols. I calculate that if they complete their ritual, it would be disastrous for the island. Vexahliachan, please assess the cave and stop their ritual before something terrible occurs.
Adventure continues.
I must get closer.
Reliable as always. The Empire appreciates stalwart allies. Our forces on high remain vigilant.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's monsters. And maybe those monsters have treasure.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves.
I require a target.
Look lively! I want that cave entrance cleared. Run out the guns. Commence bombardment.
Too far away.
An exemplary display. The cave is open. Troops, deploy!
I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
hear you.
Flying. It ain't for me. Sally Bolt Wrench wanted me to activate a bunch of survey machines to monitor the wind currents, but it's too rough up there and the heights give me the heebie-jeebies. And I get sick every time I try. Use the Go Pack to activate the machines for me. I'll owe ya one.
We'll get it done.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's monsters, and maybe those monsters have treasure.
I cannot attack that.
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves. Well done! An exemplary display. The cave is open. Troops, deploy!
I require a target.
Tell me of your travels. Journey onward.
Cha-ching! If you ever need anything, come back anytime. This stuff sells itself.
Get your feet moving. We got a tunnel to blast open. This kaboom ought to be good. Say, what do you think washed down that drain? Maybe it's treasure, or maybe it's monsters. And maybe those monsters have treasure.
We are the seekers of light. Always be prepared.
And somehow, your path led to me.
We will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves.
Transit.
May Baladar stay in... We're all down here together.
My programming is expanded to explore.
My curiosity is still not terminated, Vexahliachan. I would like to know more about these Vrykul and why they came to this land. Argus's wiry brows knit together and his mustache bristles as he thinks. The tablets you found were by far the best source of information on the Vrykul and whoever the source is. Perhaps there are additional tablets we missed? I have my ordained duties here, but please examine them and report back to me.
Fortify your armor. Fortify.
It's fun so far. Still trying to work my way through the quest. And Merry Christmas to you too.
Time's a-wasting.
Not yet. I wanted to get the new ring first.
I need to target something first.
Few enemies of the Sturmwind clan would live to tell tales of Circe and Freyr. Even among the fiercest Winter's Corn, the pair were both feared and revered. When Circe guided our clan south to settle the Sturmwind upon the cradle of Hymisol, Freyr served as her eyes and ears. The Galierns' loyalty was to Circe and to her clan, just as our bond to her extended to Freyr. But with loyalty came the Galierns' fury. When the world shattered, and the darkness rose from the depths, Freyr took to sky. As more and more Sturmwind fell, the Galiern mourned and the Galiern raged. Skies split open, as his fury spent and scales burned. Wounded, his rage flowed, and the Galiern's spark grew dim. As carved by Valwen, apprentice ward of the stone carver.
Yeah, this is my main. I always do my hunter first. I normally stick to just the story stuff and then the open world content like the world quest and zone events. Really don't mess with mythic plot the raiding.
As Circe called for retreat, she bid me to take Freyr. Great was his fury and terrible were his injuries, but Circe need not fear. I would not fail her. Freyr's wrath against our foes had unleashed a storm not seen since our days in the north. To have seen so many Sturmwind fall must have pushed the Galiern into such a fury that he had started to unravel. I needed to stabilize his wounds. While Yardfur saw to the vault's defenses and carved new guardians, I turned to Caesver the Thundered. Second only to the might of Circe, Caesver wielded the Blessing of Storms, a rumored gift bestowed by Thorim himself. Anguished yet bound by oath as Circe's command to lead her retreat, Caesver lent me his gift. To stabilize Freyr's wounds, we forged 5 rune keys to harness the tempest that roiled above. 5 keys of turbulent waters, torrential rains, thunderous lightning, cyclonic winds, and whirling waterspouts. Casever would keep 1 rune key, while the rest were scattered.
Get your
Bound
feet
by
moving.
5,
We
we
got a
sealed
tunnel to
Freyr's
blast
tortured
open.
form in stasis.
This
The fury of the
kaboom
tempest
oughta
would
be
slowly
good.
heal his wounds, and only by the wielder of the 5 key
Say,
would his
what do you think
stasis
washed
break.
down that drain? Maybe
May
it's
his wounds
treasure.
mend, and may his
Or
cries
maybe
of
it's
sorrow drift
monsters.
away.
And maybe
Yeah, I never
Does
really
not
got
by
into
Val
Mythic
Wen,
Cluster rating. It's
apprentice
kind of
ward of the
boring doing the
Stone
same
Carver.
bosses over and over again for loot that'll be obsolete in a couple months.
I do not have a
We
target.
will not tolerate a threat to our airship on this island, no matter where it may hide. Allies of the Arathi, prepare for battle. Our troops will strike at this draconic horror within its lair. A barrage of cannon fire will reveal its presence. Prepare yourselves.
The depiction of a large avian creature sits perched upon a stormy mountain peak. Born amidst the clouds of Sturmpick, the noble Galliern had long been observed by our clan from below. Like Thorim's storm wolves, few have mastered the means to tame these fierce elemental creatures. But where many Sturmvind failed or fell to their thunderous nature, one succeeded, Circe. No one knows how she triumphed, but when Circe descended from the highest slopes of Sturmpick with a Galliern upon her forearm, the clan foresaw it as a sign. All hail Circe, chosen of Sturmpick and friend of Freyr, the Galliern. As carved by Val Wen, apprentice ward of the Stone Carver.
you here to help the awakened? Forge your own path.
Fascinating. This Galliern you spoke of known as Thrayer may be worth further investigation. Perhaps we could uncover more about its significance along with those rune keys. It seems my curiosity will not be terminated anytime soon.
Conversation terminated.
There is always hope if we choose to look for it. Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
My goodness. This journal is missing many of its pages. Stellan flips through the journal, careful to not let any loose pages fall out. This journal doesn't look very old, and it seems to be of human origin. Could this be the key to discovering what happened to the humans that came here? What a mystery. But less of a mystery if we could find the missing pages. Would you keep an eye out for them while you are out in the field?
Don't despair. The shadows sense it.
Yeah, let's save that for later. I'm going to go check out the new campaign. Well, I'm assuming that the Dalaran campaign, and we can't do it for 21 days. That'll be a fun wait.
We must continue to pursue Xalatath, no matter the cost.
Find the path to victory.
When we faced Xalatath's forces in Hallowfall, I sensed something dark just beneath the surface. Something that was not her, but it still troubles me. I have learned that running into every situation myself is not always the best tactic. Sometimes, a leader must stand back to see the field. So, I send you. Go to Hallowfall, and uncover what you can about this mysterious force. I don't want to be caught blind again.
Xalatath has been forced to retreat, but she and the Black Blood are still out there. Don't even now it lingers in Hallowfall, long after our last battle. Please investigate it further. You have found me.
It occurs to me that I never got the chance to properly thank you, champion. Were it not for your efforts, Dalaran could have proven to be an even greater tragedy than it was.
We thought we had lost you, Khadgar. How did you survive?
The Dark Heart was created not to destroy, but to capture and harness all manner of power. When I felt what it was doing to me, I transmuted myself into pure arcane energy.
And allowed yourself to be trapped within the Dark Heart.
Yes, until you freed me.
That was a risky move, trusting me to finish the fight against Xalatath.
I knew you would do whatever it took to defeat her, just like all those years ago, when we charged through the Dark Portal and closed it behind us to save our world. Both then and now, placing my faith in you was never any risk at all. That transmutation spell, however, that was not without consequences. You know, Gergen keeps saying I should just
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those burrows are collapsed.
Do not lose hope, Anan. They will be safe. I have seen it.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
I didn't expect to see you here. But then, you always manage to show up where there's something interesting, don't you? There is no time for talk, though. My people have run into problems.
Do not fear the dark. Let nature take its course.
I don't know what prompted you to come here, but we could use your help. We came to investigate signs of the black blood in this area, but the creatures overwhelmed us. Several of us are still out in the field. You are hale and hearty. Go find my people so they can return. And, if you have the strength, take a closer look at the strange flowers that grow from the blood that seeps beneath the ground. They may hold a clue as to how we can fight against its corruption.
This is not the time for visions, Orwena. Our people need help right now.
And help has arrived. We can still see this through.
Some of these creatures are stronger than others. When we were able to act together and fresh to the fight, these creatures were no threat. Now our injuries and separation leave us vulnerable. My people are resilient, but we are not immortal. There is one beast larger than all the others. That beast is making it difficult for the Haranir to return and recover. Slay it, so they can be safe.
I'll guide you in.
What is it?
We all followed Orwena to these surface caves because we believed in what we were doing. But this. We did not bargain for so many injuries, so much dogged searching. For now, we just need a little breathing room. Slay the creatures out there that are harming us, and we can get the space to address the real issue.
Roots guide you home, stranger.
I require a target.
What do you want? Do not admit I have had enough of this.
What have the roots brought me?
We have too many injuries. We cannot last much longer. Come, Kaishe. Let us get back to the others and see to your wounds.
I need to target something first.
I do not know you. Go now. This time she's gone too far. Why won't she see that she will chase these visions forever?
found me. I shall watch for you.
Orwain counts the number of Haramir silently, to reassure herself. Then she nods. That's all of us. And I'm grateful. Those flowers you found are also odd. They seem to have corrupted properties and have become something new. I have to dig into this more. We can't stop now. Not when we're so close. This could be the key to how we fight back.
Perhaps we'll meet again. The world watch over you.
Yes?
That should give us some space to retreat. And now we must deal with the crux of the issue. That is, Orwing's everlasting determination to pursue this mission, no matter the cost. It's time we had a talk.
Farewell then.
The roots brought us both here.
I am not blind. I know that they are tired and weary. But we are so close to figuring out what we can do about the Black Blood. The importance of what we uncover goes beyond Hallowfall, or the Nerubian Kingdom. There is so much more work if we are to find a solution. For now, let us withdraw and recover. Somewhere away from these creatures.
I shall watch for you. You are safe. Come, we must recover before continuing our fight.
Continue? Orwena, we must retreat and speak. What is it? Yes?
Hanan, where are the others?
This was a mistake, Orwena. Coming here, revealing ourselves to the mortals, getting caught in their affairs. You've put us all in grave peril.
Our goddess is crying out for aid. How can we not answer?
We followed you and your visions this far, but we cannot break the Haranir's traditions any longer.
It is those very traditions that put our home at risk. You've seen the growing threats here, Hanan. We cannot give up now.
The others and I are returning to the cradle to seek forgiveness. You owe it to them to face the elders by their side.
Tell the elders that the fault is mine, and mine alone. I will face them in time, but for now, my path is here.
Then you will walk it alone. I do not understand your conviction, Orwena, but I do admire it. May the ancient roots of our people ever thrive beneath your steps.
Goodbye, Hanan. I cannot do this alone. Your aid is the only reason I can continue. You have come far, stranger.
Enelero. Kaishi. Nilea. Anhaya. Hanan. We were a family all on our own, here, far away from home. I do not blame them for wanting to return, but I would blame myself if I gave up now. I must focus on what comes next.
Do not fear the dark.
Here is where I must focus. I can hear the voice of my goddess, and she must be near. I will enter a meditation to ask what I must do. How can I continue this mission alone? How can I go on without the others? Stay close. I don't know what may lurk or threaten while I am concentrating.
Perhaps we meet again. May you lend your song to hers. I hear the drumming. No, the ringing, striking, and thunder from solid rock. I do not understand what you want me to see. Goddess, where must I go? Orwen. Show me. I understand. Speak to me.
I understand. We must go to where I can hear the sounds of things moving beneath the stones. I don't know what it means, I only know that I must go there. Will you go with me?
Wild guide you will.
My vision was clear to me. I need to continue this work. I need to find out how we can stop the black blood from spreading, before it's too late for your people, and for mine. Meet me in Deeps. I will be in a form that allows me to hide and to listen without anyone noticing.
The vision. We are close. But I must remain unseen by the people there. Look for me in another form. At least I can honor one Herenir tradition.
The Cataract River is known for its wildlife and waterfalls. Can you use your camera to document the region? Appreciation expressed.
Get lost, you lump of rock. These items are now the property of Opportunity Acquisitions, where we acquire at every opportunity.
There seem to be goblins everywhere now. Do not look too closely at me, or you will draw attention. We need to get closer to where the goblins are working.
Hey, pal. Nice timing. We got trouble brewing. You buying or selling? Business is booming.
Seeing you here is a welcome surprise. There's something big happening over at Opportunity Point, but it's hard to know what without getting closer to the people working there. I know Haxel's involved. We'll need his paperwork if we want to be able to ask around without trouble. He's headed down to Opportunity Point. Go, follow him, and see if he's got anything on him we can use. Don't worry about the mess. I know you're discreet when you need to be. And, also not, when you need to be.
Let me know if you need a crew. This Haxel guy has the papers we need to set up close and see what they're up to.
Go. I will follow unseen. This must be what the visions meant for us to do.
You'll never
I
get
do
to
not have a
meet the
target.
big boss.
There you are. Did you get that permit? Got a contract with your name on it. Where there's risk, there's reward.
Got that work order? We can open up way more doors with it than without it.
Plenty more where that came from.
Perfect. Now anytime someone asks why we're here, we've got this. Now it's time to do a little snooping. There are a lot more goblins here than I remember. Something's definitely going on.
Business is booming.
Time to do some networking. There's a bunch of goblins outside of Opportunity Point, over there in the abyssal excavation. I heard some of them grumbling as they started their shift. Let's see what some friendly words shake loose. While you're out there, check out the used fuel drums. They wouldn't let me look inside the full drums, but they just dropped the used ones around the worksite.
Keep an eye out for anything odd while you ask around. There's more here than they're letting on.
Well, spit it out. I got your back. I wanted less work for more pay. Instead, I got busted machines and overtime. Who runs a site like this?
Huh, interesting. Keep asking around and I'll do the same. Keep your eyes open.
Well, spit it out. Yeesh! You want to know what all the drilling's about? Buddy, oh, it's bigger than you can imagine.
Fuel is causing all sorts of problems. We didn't get hazard pay for experiments.
Smart mouth, huh? Security, if you really want to know what's going on, the foreman keeps all the orders in his office.
I require a target. need to target something first. I do not have a target.
Talk to me! Hurry back!
Those goblins only know part of the story. What's in there is the full story, or at least, a big piece that's missing.
Keep it real!
I saw many machines nearby, and all of them seemed to make dreadful noises. I cannot hear the one that I heard in the vision, though, at least not clearly. Destroy the excess ones. They are only in the way. While you are quieting the scene, I will hunt and scout.
I will scout on my own. Good luck with your hunt.
I'm out of range.
Money, friend! Glad I could help!
Looks like you're interested in the foreman's office too, huh? Don't get cranky, we're on the same side here. I just can't get close without being seen. And then there's just one big, clanking wrinkle to this whole mess.
Hurry back! Keep it real!
We've got an intel problem, but we've also got a clank problem. If you look over there, there's a big, haywire mech that's just going crazy. There's no way anyone's going to uncover anything while that's out in the field. We should do something about that.
Glad I could... little help? I kinda bit off more than I can chew.
Die, foul machine!
What? Who are you? What are you?
There is no going back now. Small green one, I propose an exchange of information.
The surprises never end. Meet you both back at Opportunity Point. Spell it, Renzik. What's an SI-7 agent doing down here?
It would seem that we are all searching for information, but I have some that I think is useful. And it's too late to hide now, they've seen my true form. Let's see this through to the end. When I scouted, I heard and saw things that I don't understand. Perhaps if I describe it to you and the goblins, you will know what it means.
I've got all my money tied up in this venture. No, not that venture. Are you crazy?
I just realized I'm afraid of heights.
Real opportunity is on the other side of that wall.
Hardly working. Definitely.
I saw little of use when observing the other goblins, but I heard things coming from the wall. It sounded like the earth ground itself to nothing. What manner of machine does this? Next, I went searching for you, friend. I found you outside the building. While you fought the machine, I witnessed something inside.
Look, pal, the only opportunity here is the one I gave you. Big things are coming, and if you want to be part of it, you better fall in line. Master Gallywix, he's back in business.
Gallywix? Oh, without the Bilgewater Cartel, he shouldn't have the resources for an operation here.
After I escaped from that place, I saw you battling the gigantic machine, and I had to join in the fight. Now it seems there really is no going back. I am alone here, except for you, and these goblins.
Let me know if you need a crew!
So Gallywix has chosen to show his ugly face here, and it looks like he's got himself organized. We should report this to Alleria. See?
I must follow my visions, follow this calling, until I have found what the goddess wants me to see.
Looks like we're on the same path. Join us on the surface, and maybe you can get some help from your new friends.
Friends?
That's what's happening. Gallywix is back in business, and that ain't good for no one.
Know your target.
You've brought me far more than just information. Although I have a feeling that this Orwena will not give up her secrets easily. I should be patient. I am sure that we will find common ground eventually. In the meantime, there is someone that she should talk to.
Our mysterious ally returns. You slipped away last time, before we could thank you.
That is our way. It was my way. But my visions have put me on another path. I was told your people share these visions.
If you want to talk about visions, I know just the dwarf.
So, your path leads you here.
So there is someone else who has experienced something close to what I experienced. Yet it is not the same. I must speak with him.
Let nature take its course.
In the flesh! I would never succeed. Well, best be setting sail to Ironforge. No sense in dawdling.
Are you sure about staying Dagran? You could return home with us and study there.
I'm sure, Ma. There's still so much knowledge here, yet to be discovered.
And knowing you, you'll find it all. Keep out of trouble. And make sure Brenth always knows where you are.
Yes, Mum.
Ah, and who is this?
I am called Orwena. I've been told you too have heard the voice of the goddess.
Goddess? You mean Azeroth? Aye, I was her speaker for many years, but she's let me go from that service.
Her voice has led me far from my home, seeking a truth I know she wishes to reveal. But my kin, they do not understand.
Aye, it can be lonely following a path that others can't see. But don't make the same mistake I did. Putting it all on yourself. Look for those who will walk the path with you. If I've learned anything, it's that we'll always need each other to not lose ourselves on the journey.
You are kind, Magni. I will consider your words carefully.
Best of luck to you, Orwena. One day, when you found what you're looking for, I hope you too find your way home. Refer all diplomatic questions to my daughter. What? Well, best be setting sail to Ironforge. No sense in dawdling.
Are you sure about staying Dagran? You could return home with us and study there.
I'm sure, Ma. There's still so much knowledge here, yet to be discovered.
Well, that's all the new story content for now. I guess I'll stop the stream here again and I'll probably just restart it and do random stuff. So, be back in a minute, maybe.